recording this? All right. Okay. You can see my screen, right? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll start again. Welcome to my webinar on improving your bond with your children before they turn 5. Now I know it says 5, but you can apply whatever I'm going to tell you today even beyond 5 years old. So let me start. So a little bit about me before we begin. I'm an associate producer and content writer turned nuclear parenting coach. So I was into ad films as an associate producer. And then when I had my son, I stopped working and then I pursued content writing because I always had a knack for writing. And then I wanted to do something more than just write, and which is when I found my niche and I have started parenting coach as a parenting coach. I'm a wife to a loving husband and a mother to a mischievous 5-year-old. You can see it in his eyes in
Very
the picture.
mischievous.
Yeah, he's a mischievous 5-year-old who's also attending the sessions.
Wonderful. God bless him.
Wonderful. He'll be a true he'll be saying how well you look up to him. Your parenting skills will be proven by him.
Yeah.
God bless your family.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm on a mission to help other working parents like me to build stronger bonds with their children. So that is why I am here today and I'm doing this webinar so that other parents like me can form stronger bonds with their children. Okay. Okay, so this is something that I want you guys to answer. What do you think are some of the problems that today's parents are facing? I think Moses has answered a few of them already, but if others can also contribute, it will be great. Come on, people, don't be shy, unmute and talk.
I would say that some of the kids, a major problem kids are facing is the parents' problem, parents fighting. I've heard many cases of where the kid has to listen to the parents quarreling and they start crying, and that is a big thing. Wasn't existing a long time back, a few years back, and nowadays it's practically I don't know, it's quite common nowadays. So that is the one thing which shouldn't happen, and is very bad influence on the kids, and that should stop actually.
Yeah.
Parents should always, whatever problem they have, they should solve it within themselves and not in front of the kids, especially.
Agreed. That is a part of, we can say it's a part of stress because
Yeah.
they bring their stress home and then that is how the fights start. Anybody else?
Yeah, the very fact that, parents don't have time to spend with their kids. So that is one of the major problem. That could be because of their business, their work, whatever it is. They don't have time to apportion. And I mean, if somebody has the ability to have support, I mean, they grow up, the children grow up with the nannies or, the domestic help rather than their own parents.
Yeah.
Again, where the influence is lost.
Correct. That is true. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to take you step by step, whatever points I have noted down. So the first point, as Mr. Sudhakar has told us, that spending quality time with your children. So there's a big difference between just spending time versus spending quality time with your children. And that is a major problem with today's parents because both the parents are working and that is just the need of the hour. That both the parents need to work nowadays. So that is the first problem. The second one is coping with your kids' behavioral issues. So this is something that I have also faced and I have seen my son, have like impatience and be angry, and then it would trigger my points as well, So that is another issue that we have to deal with as parents, that how do you manage your kids' behavioral issues? Excessive use of gadgets. I think this is
number one.
a huge problem, huge problem today, which today's parents are facing because anytime you want some space for yourself, you just give the gadget to the kids and just tell them to just sit down in one place. And we have stopped having conversations with our kids because there are gadgets now. Work versus kid, who gets priority? This is again the same points that we have been discussing, that we are so busy with our work life. I mean, there are times when my son comes and tells me, Mama, can you please play with me? And then I'll be like, no, not right now. I have to finish this work. So it has to be a conscious effort, you know. Overindulging children out of guilt. This again is the very, very, I've seen it with a lot of parents where they feel guilty that, oh, we don't get enough time to spend with our kids. So let's just buy them gifts, or let's just give them the gadget, or let's just let them watch TV for a while. You know, things like that are overindulging your children because you are feeling guilty that even if you have yelled at them or shouted at them, there are a lot of parents who will just give them something or the other. And that is overindulgence. Lacking patience to deal with tantrums. Again, work stress, there are family stress, there is financial stress, there is so much stress today that we lack patience to deal with our kids' tantrums. And this was one of my major issues, which is why I had to reflect upon myself, and I had to really learn ways to calm myself down, because I had a major issue with losing patience immediately. And right now I've become a much calmer person than what I was. And of course, failure to create a strong, loving bond with their kid. So this is the address that we are going to address today in this seminar. Okay, so if you have understood these problems, you can either type it in the chat box or just unmute and say, I understand these problems. Come on, I want to make this an interactive session.
Yeah, you understand the problems.
Thank you.
Understand the problems.
Yes, very much.
Yes, very much. We're on the same page, Meera.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so do you want to build a strong connection with your children? Yes or no? Shout out your answer. Come on, people.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Mhm.
So let me show you how I did it and how you can do it too. So these are the 4 things that you need to add to your parenting life to strengthen your bond. I call it the 4 P's of parenting. Okay, these are the 4 P's of parenting. The first one is planning. You cannot do parenting without planning. You have to plan what you want to do every day. Every day has to be planned. You know, so if you plan your day, you can decide that, okay, today I'm going to leave work at 6 o'clock. I have to reach home at so-and-so time. Okay, I have to spend so-and-so time with my kid. This is what I'm going to do. So you have to plan your life. You have to plan your day so that you can spend that time with your child. The second and most important is patience. For me, especially, I feel most important today's life is patience, because it's so easy to lose patience and so difficult to control it, you know. So patience is the second P of parenting. Third is practice. If you want to change your ways of parenting, you cannot do it overnight. It has to be a practice that you put into place, and you have to practice it every day. And fourth is persistence. You cannot think that, okay, today if it's not work, it might not work today, it might not work tomorrow, it might work after a week. But if you're not persistently following those steps that I'm about to share with you, then it's not going to work out. So these are the 4 P's of parenting that you all have to keep in mind if you want to strengthen your bond with your child. Okay, shout out. Are you clear with these 4 P's of parenting?
Yes. Clear with the 4 P's of
Very
parenting.
clear,
Yeah.
very clear. Simple and clear.
Simple steps. So how to achieve your parenting goals? How can you achieve your parenting goals? First is make a clear schedule of spending your time with your child. This is the first step. So make a clear schedule, because it's not going to happen otherwise. You are already facing the issue of not spending enough time with your child. So if you plan it and if you schedule it out, then you know that, okay, this is what, this much time today I have to be giving it to my child. Now, the second is give your child adequate attention, especially when they're approaching a tantrum. See, most of the times, all the kids want is your attention. And because they are not getting that attention, they will act out. So give them your attention whenever they need. It will take you 5 minutes, even no matter how busy you are, it will take you 5 minutes. Just spend that 5 minutes on them. Learn to deal with your child patiently. So this is what I do whenever I feel like I'm going to lose my patience. I just close my eyes and take a deep breath. Okay, and this has worked for me. Just take a deep breath, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just blow the air out strongly, because that is stress leaving your body. Okay, so then you can deal with your child calmly. Be a role model. Children mimic their parents. Now, I have already, I think I have done a reel on this. I have done a blog write-up on this. This is so important. Your children learn from you. Your children will start behaving exactly like you. So if there is a particular way in which you are eating your food, your children will eat exactly that way. So, you know, your children, for you, if you want your children to be like an ideal person, you have to be that person. So this is a quote that I read somewhere. You need to be what you want your child to grow up to be. So that is the crux of it. Have conversations more often. Okay, I have started having so many conversations with my son that even today we were taking I was giving him a shower, getting him ready for school, and he comes and tells me this very interesting story. He's like, "Mama, you were not here," and his cousin had come home. So he was telling me Bibhai had come home, and then he got a scratch, and we were playing hide and seek. He got a scratch on his back. He had blood. Then I told Daddy. Daddy came and put Band-Aid. And these are the conversations that you will have with them, where they will also open up to you. Their creativity opens up, and your bond becomes stronger. So have more conversations with your kids. Turn off your phones when you read to them and play with them.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine.
Sidila ji, can you please mute? Okay, I'll mute. No problem. Turn off the phones and read to them or play with them. So keep your phones aside, because phones are the major distractions. Create special rituals. So we have a special ritual that before going to bed, we play a game of Ludo. Dad, mom, and I, all three of us play a game of Ludo. So you can create your own rituals which will strengthen your bond, and say I love you often. So this is an exercise that I want you all to do tomorrow. Count the number of times you say I love you to your kid in a day, and I bet you it is never going to be enough. Okay, so what will be the results of applying these changes to your parenting life? First, your child will start listening to you more. Okay, and this is true. Even I've seen it with my kid also. When I'm started to as I start to strengthen my bond with him, he's listening to me more often than he used to before. You will better understand your child's needs. Often when they get angry or they're throwing a tantrum, there's a reason behind it. So try to understand that reason. They will tell you that reason. Let them, spend it out, vent it out. It will enable you to manage your stress and create a work-life balance. So this is, again, what everybody is trying to achieve today, that a work-life balance. So when you are applying these changes to your life, you will be able to better manage your stress levels. It will help your child's overall development. And this goes without saying, because when you create a stronger bond, there is a conversation, there is a two-way connection, right? So when people are talking to each other, your child's development also gets affected by that. So your overall development, you can enhance your child's overall development by following these steps. You will build a stronger bond with your child. Okay, so if you are, you have understood whatever I've said so far, please type in the chat box that you will work towards these results.
Definitely work.
Okay. Is anybody else? All right, let's move. Attributes you need to develop for a successful parenting life. So what changes do you have to bring within you? These are the changes that you need to start with. First is develop a sense of humor to look at things lightly. I know a lot of people will argue that you can't develop a sense of humor, but you can at least look at things lightly. So when your kid is doing something, be the observer. Don't try to interfere and try to make him do things according to you. Sometimes it's better to look at them and observe them to understand that, and you know that it'll be funny. So be the observer in their lives. Build positive perspectives towards life. And this is so important for anything, not just parenting, that if you are positive, you will attract positive energies, positive things will happen to you. So build positive perspectives towards life. Dedicate yourself to resolving your parenting problems. This is the fourth P of parenting, persistence. So you have to dedicate and be determined about resolving your parenting problems. Only then can you work towards it. Follow the steps given by your coach faithfully. So follow the steps that are given by your coach, and you will do well. All right, so type I will develop these attributes in the chat box if you're clear with them. Or just shout it out. Come on, people. Is everyone clear with what I'm trying to say? Are there any questions that anybody has so far?
No.
Very much clear so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, loud and
Yeah.
clear, loud and clear.
Very
Thanks.
nice, loud and
Great.
clear, Medha.
Am I too loud? Should I not be so loud?
No, good. Go ahead. You be yourself.
All right. What should you expect on your parenting journey? First, keep a clear mind and focus on your journey. So that is the basic, right? Don't think about, there'll be 10 people giving you 10 suggestions, but think of what you want to achieve and keep a clear mind and focus on your journey. Identify what is holding you back, your inner demons, and let them go. So if it is stress, you can identify that what is causing that stress and let that stress go. So identify what is holding you back from achieving your parenting goals. Follow your coach's advice to build stronger bonds with your children. You will see the change within 30 days. For me, it was less than that. For me, I have seen my bond grow stronger with my kid in maybe 5 or 6 days. So, but you will find this difference the minute you start changing your parenting ways. You will see a change in your child as well. Manage your work and parenting like a pro. Work-life balance. That's what you get. Okay, so if you know what to expect, just say, I know what to expect. Or type it in the chat box.
Yeah, we know what to expect. Thank you.
Can I move forward?
Yes, please.
Please move forward.
Okay, imbibing your purpose. Now, I want you all to just close your eyes and just repeat these lines after me. Everybody just close your eyes and say, I have changed my parenting ways.
I have changed my parenting ways.
I'm building stronger, more nurturing bonds with my children.
I am building more
Strong.
nurturing with my children.
I feel positive energies around me and I will connect with positive people.
I feel positive
I
energy.
feel
Energy
positive
around
energy
me.
around
I will
me,
connect with positive
and
people.
I will connect with positive people.
Positive people.
I'm passionate about my parenting goals.
I am
I am
passionate about my
passionate about
parenting
my
goals.
parenting goals.
I want to be the best parent to my children.
I want to
I
be the
want
best
to be the best
parent
parent
for my
to my
children.
children.
My children need me.
My
My
children need me.
children need me.
I pray for my family's health and well-being.
I pray for
I
my
I
pray
pray
family's
for
for
health
my
my
and
family's
well-being.
health and
family's health
well-being.
and well-being.
Okay. So in the beginning, I shared my mission statement, and you can see it behind me also. I have put up my mission statement. So what should be your mission statement? My mission statement is to improve my parenting ways, to strengthen my connection with my children, and have a happy and nurturing parenting journey. So that's going to be your parenting mission, that you want to build, you want to have a happy and nurturing parenting journey. So align your mission with your parenting goals, and you can bridge the gap between your children and you. So when your mission statement and your parenting goals come in alignment, you can achieve what you're trying to achieve today. The secret is you. Change begins with you. Till you don't take the effort, nothing is going to change around you. So the secret is always you. So if you are clear with your mission, say, I understand my mission.
I
I
understand.
understand my mission.
my mission.
What is going to be your task for the next 30 days? Start your renewed parenting journey with a clear focus. Go with a clear focus. Let go of your past. Start anew. Fuel. Okay, this is a PDF that I'm going to share with you. It's called How to Be a Good Parent. And they have some 300 plus ways. They have given some pointers where you can implement. You don't have to implement all of them, but whatever suits you, please implement them and see the changes that you can bring about. Commit yourself to your mission from day one. This is very important, commitment. Okay, say I will complete my task.
I will
I'll
complete my
complete
I will
my
complete my
task.
task.
Complete my task. Thank you.
Mindset development and goal setting. Okay, search for morning mantra for kids on YouTube and play it for your children's well-being. I've been playing this for the last couple of days and my son is loving it. And he comes and sits and starts meditating with me whenever I'm playing this. So it is calming him down as well. The next step is to take a parenting coaching class to help you maneuver through challenges in bonding with your kids. So you need a parenting coach like me who can help you. Please join my WhatsApp community. I'll share the link. And you can start with that and you can get personalized solutions to your parenting problems. The decision is now in your hands. Are you with me on this journey?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we are with
We
you on
are
this
with
journey.
you.
Thank you.
Do you want to improve your relationship with your children?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
very much.
definitely.
Do you want to create lifelong bonds with your kids?
Yes.
Of
Yes,
course, yes.
please.
Thank you.
So if your answer was yes, this is my offer. Book your one-to-one session today. It's Lori and Makar Sankrant. So see, this is my limited edition offer. You can book your one-to-one session with me for $999 only. Generally, I charge $2,500, but right now, because of this Lori offer, it's only $999. You can book 2 sessions for $1,500 and 3 sessions for $2,500. So you can book 3 sessions at the price of 1. So what will we do in this 1 hour long session? 1 hour long session, which we will decide as per your convenience, your convenient date and time. We will focus on enhancing your relationship with your child. I will be your coach and I will provide you with personalized solutions to your parenting problems. So whatever your problems, we will solve them. This is a limited edition offer and will expire in 15 minutes. The rates that post that is are $2,500, like I told you. So improve your parenting techniques by booking this session today. How can you pay? Can you see the screen, everyone? Yes.
Yeah.
So to book your session, you can either Google Pay me or use my UPI ID. My number is here, my UPI ID as well, or you can scan this barcode. I hope this
Yeah.
barcode is visible to everyone.
Yeah, visible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, your scanner is visible, Medha.
Okay. And there is more, okay? There is not just this. I'm also doing a session. This is my next group session, which is going to be on spending quality time with your kids. Now, this is going to be a very, very small group, very small cohort, so that we can have more of a discussion than just me talking. So, and these are the points we are going to cover in that session, that is spending time versus spending quality time. why it is important, and ideas on how you can spend quality time. So it's very important to know what is just spending time versus what is spending quality time. And it's on 20th Jan at 6 p.m. and that is free for 299. Again, seats are limited, so please hurry and book before 25th January. How can you pay? Again, you can either scan or you can GPay me or you can use the UPI ID. This is the session.
Can I Google Pay?
Yes, please.
Number is 981971
591.
Sure, yeah. Can you please share the link and number in the chat box also?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And if it is convenient, the link can be given in your group, WhatsApp group, because
Yes.
you are mentioning that we have to pay before 24th of Jan.
Yes.
So I made the payment, Medha. It is 299, no?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sharing the screenshot also.
Yes, I've received your payment. Okay. So is there anything that anybody wants to ask while people are still
Just
paying?
made, I made payment made just now.
Sorry?
I just paid just now, just confirm.
Yes, I've received.
Hi, Medha. I have
Hi.
a question. It was a very wonderful session and I learned so many points. So I'm waiting to receive the PDF so that I can focus on it. Just one thing that my son is 5 years old and he throws tantrums at every, little thing. He starts crying if I deny or his father denies or anyone in the family denies him for anything from doing, acting, performing, even for eating. So how should I handle him in that case?
See, I'll tell you what, the way I handle my kid is I used to talk to him calmly, but firmly. So I'm telling him that, okay, this is what it is. Generally, what works is when you give them options. Okay, you let them decide what they want to do. So if he's throwing a tantrum saying, I want this, I want TV. Suppose that is the case. You give him an option. Say not TV is not now, but if you do so and so things, then you might get TV. So that way you can divert their attention towards something else while also giving them something afterwards. Like if you give me an example, then I can tell you better.
See, we were in the market, right? So we were returning home. He saw a toy shop.
Correct.
So he started crying and he laid on the on the road itself that I want a toy right now. And he has I can't even tell you how many numbers of toy he has, and he's not that playful with them.
Correct.
He just break them right away. So we said, if you do this, then you will get. Even then he was crying. So so you are sometimes like unable to handle such situations,
Correct.
publicly sometimes.
So next time try this. I think publicly when it happens, more than anything, we get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I
Exactly. Why your son is crying?
So next
सबको
time
प्यार आ
just-
जाता है जो भी
हाँ.
रास्ते में देखा तो तो प्यारा जगह आपका बेटा क्यों रह रहा है?
Exactly. And this has been. So just sit to their level, okay, and just hug them and just let them throw their tantrum for that few minutes, okay, and then give them an incentive, like tell them that, okay, this is waiting for you at home. So when they know that there is something at home for them, then they'll be more encouraged to walk towards your house rather than just stay there. But you will have to spend those few minutes with them without reacting. See, children often, what happens is children act out to see what is their parents' trigger. What is their parents' trigger? Till where, what can I push myself? So when you are calm and they know you can't be pushed, they will not act out.
Okay, I got you, but still, my
Right.
son is he's very adamant actually. So it becomes difficult.
You be adamant
adamant.
about not losing your cool, and then he will be fine.
Yes, definitely, I will be. Thank you.
Shafali, I have a question for you. I'm Meda's husband, and this is just to patch the link. When he's throwing tantrums or something like that, what's the kind of, I mean, what is the next thing that you look at? Do you say, no, I'm going to give him a punishment? And what's the kind of punishment that do you give him? Just
No,
small question.
I am not like giving him punishments. The moment he throws tantrums, firstly, I try to make him calm or let him cry, and then I just don't talk to him for few seconds or a minute. You say, let's say a minute or two. I don't talk to him. He's observing everything. Sometimes he's silent. He approaches us and he is fine. He forgets. But sometimes he's like, "Mujhe chahiye, I want it. I want it means I want it, right? Or give me some alternative for this." So we have to give him, okay, this is not good for you, or this shop is not good, or these things are not good. So we will give you this. For few minutes, again, he is like adamant about, no, mujhe to yahi chahiye. And then he is like, acha chalo, ye bhi chalega.
Huh. So
Okay.
This is the situation.
that's what I'm saying. His tantrum is just trying to see when you will bend down. So just just sit to his level and just hug him or let him throw his tantrum and just be firm on your stand, saying no, we can't give you right now. Okay, and that's how it's going to work out for you.
Yes. And I tell you the worst thing that why he's crying or doing such things. No, I can't even hug him. He becomes so stiff. It is like he's just pushing us away. We can't. And he's just 5 years old. You can't imagine such nature he has. I can't even share the experience.
Some children are like
I'm
that.
glad that you can laugh through it. I'm glad that you have that sense of humor that you're sitting here and laughing. I don't know what his situation is when he's actually throwing the tantrum. But
No, it's very important that we laugh at such situations. Otherwise, it will become a serious situation, because children develop this. That when I cry, my parents behave like this. They are very peculiar about what is happening around them and with them. They pick things very quickly, especially in the first 5 years of their age.
See, I have over here, sorry to bother you guys in between. Actually, I told you in the beginning also that why I'm joining this webinar, because see, actually, I don't have any problems with temper tantrums or something like that. But my son actually, whenever I tell him to do something, he's 7-year-old and he's very intelligent. He's very good. Everything is fine. And he's learning many things. He wants to become a spelling bee coach also. Many things are happening, but whenever we actually tell him to do something, at that point of time, he takes more time than other students of his age and kids of his age. And what he does is that he actually tries to forget, and he is in his own, like you can say, world of he's in his own world of cartoons and like Sonic and whatever things he's watching right now, he's into that actually. So how to bring him to this world when he's not watching the cartoon here?
I feel you. My son is exactly the same, because he keeps talking about this game called Red Ball for the entire day. He will tell me which level he is at, how he has crossed that level, and like in between our conversation, he'll suddenly jump to that. That is how kids' brains develop. Okay, their creativity enhances because they are thinking about these things. And I understand that he's holding back the class because he's the last person to do it. Talk to him. I've told you this. Like, talk to him. Tell him that very calmly that it's unfair with the other kids around him. And maybe talk to his teacher also about it and ask her how she is dealing with it.
Listen to me. Why we are hiring a parenting coach? Can you talk?
Sorry?
Can
Your
you
voice. Hello?
Hello, can you talk to my kid?
Sure, I can talk to your kid.
That's why we need a parenting coach here.
Of course, I can talk to your kid.
I
Yes.
will with you. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a small question for you.
Yes, tell me.
See, my son is also around 7 years old. But then, I mean, we have pampered him a lot. And when we, I mean, make him sit and try to talk to him, he doesn't sit in one place. I mean, he plays around and he doesn't sit and listen at all. So what do we do?
So these things happen, okay? He doesn't listen because you have been pampering him. So this is something that I was reading about. There are 4 parenting styles majorly. Nowadays, there is gentle parenting and positive parenting, a lot of things coming up. But traditionally, there are 4 ways of parenting. And what you are doing is kind of permissive parenting, when you're pampering them and not setting restrictions. So you have to set those boundaries, okay, not in a very strict way. When boundaries does not mean that you have to be strict with them. Boundaries is you have to set clear boundaries, saying if this is how you're going to behave, this is what is going to be the consequence of that behavior. So you have to explain it to them why that consequence. So you have to go from permissive parenting to an authoritative parenting. Authoritative does not mean that you will do what I say. That is authoritarian. Authoritative is having a conversation, giving them clear explanation as to what the boundaries are, setting rules for them, okay, and then telling them that these are going to be the consequences of not following the rules. So that is something you need to start doing to your kid, because if he's not listening, then you need to tell him that, okay, this is going to be the consequence of what will happen if you don't listen.
Okay, so I mean, can we follow a system of reward and punishment? I mean, punishment in the sense not beating, but then, I mean, taking away some privileges or something like that. And how can we do that? The kind of punishment, what are the kinds of punishments that we can give them? They're not beating, but then, taking away some privileges, those kind of things. I mean, are there any, set models? I mean, are there any solutions for that?
There are no set models. There is no set model for parenting, right? Parenting is a mix of.
When I'm asking about the specific punishments,
Correct.
Yeah, please.
You don't need to punish them traditionally, where you send them in a corner or no hitting at all. But you know how
Yes,
it is.
yes.
We grew up.
Apart from the what I'm asking you is, apart from the traditional punishments,
Yes.
what are the other ways we can, calm them down and get them do the work?
See, when it comes to my son, I tell him, you are not getting any screen time. That works brilliantly for me.
Okay.
So something that they really want to do, you have to tell them, okay, this is not going to happen if you do this. And then, but give them an option. It's not that, okay, if I say, okay, you're not getting screen time, does not mean that I'm not giving him an option. I'll tell him, okay, instead of that, you'll have to sit and read a book. But his thing is that, okay, I wanted the screen time. So he will do things for it. So you have to find out what your kid wants.
Okay.
Okay. And if
Right.
you need more, you can always come to me and we can have a chat, one-on-one chat.
Right. Thank you. So what you are trying to say is we need to start somewhere, kind of
Yes.
put boundaries, and then you start from there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Like Meta, I like to say that like each child has a, like you said, you have to give customized solutions.
Yes. So each child is different.
Because I have 3 kids, they're all adults now, and all the 3 had individual problems, each of them. I had to tackle each of them individually. So it's not there's no single solution. It depends on the child, depends on their nature, depends on what they like, what they don't like. You're setting boundaries, even then, if you set a boundary with something they don't bother about, there's no point. It has to be something which they will want and which they will be eager to, they don't want to miss. Those are the type of boundaries you have to set. So it all depends, like supposing like my elder son is different, my daughter is different, my younger son is different. So I couldn't deal with them in the same, there's no pattern for them. Each had to be dealt individually. So it has to be. And one more thing, what is your take about, there people are saying nowadays eating too much sugar leads to hyperactivity in the kids. Because my eldest son, he loves sweets. My eldest son, he was very hyper. he used to eat a lot of chocolates, and then but the other two were not sweet eaters. They were not as active as he was, but the eldest was very fond of sweets, and he was really hyper, and he was the most difficult to handle for me actually.
This is an argument which I've had with my mother.
I know it's going on nowadays. I didn't know long time back.
I keep telling her, don't give sugar to my son.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, but I have I've raised all three and I have given sugar to all of them. So why is it different now? So, yeah, I mean, sugar is something that will lead to hyperness, but it also depends on the amount of it. If it's too much, then obviously your child is going to, they have that sugar rush after eating cake or after eating ice cream because it's too much sugar.
Yeah.
So it depends on the level of sugar also. It's not
Amount of
just,
sugar.
the amount of sugar that you are giving your kid. But otherwise, I think in limited, anything excess is bad. In limited quantities, it's fine. Anybody else? Okay, I have shared the book in the chat box.
Yeah,
The
downloaded it.
PDF. Yeah, the ebook. Okay. And I'm going to share another link with you guys. It's my Facebook page. It's called Parenting with Medha. And if you can be so kind to leave me some reviews, it'll be great. And I'll give you my WhatsApp group link as well. So all those who are interested in, okay, the WhatsApp group link is also free. So please join and you can ask me for whatever problems you have.
Facebook link is there, but WhatsApp group link is not there.
Yeah,
I'm
can't see that. Yeah.
just 1 second. I'm just sharing it.
So how to add the review on Facebook? Please share.
Okay, so if you open the page, 1 second, hold on. So if you open the page, you can go to reviews and you can type your review. So there is this post that is about mentions reviews. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah. So in that reviews, you can type. Can you type in those reviews? You'll have to follow the page.
Yes. We can click on the review, na?
Yes.
Medha, can you once again share the link for the PDF so that I can download? Because I joined 10 minutes late, so the early chat is
I
not
just
available.
shared it. I
Just
just
shared
now
it
I
now.
shared.
There's a few messages above.
Just few messages above. How to be a good parent. It's an ebook. It's a PDF. Can you see?
It's available in the Facebook
I-
group, is it?
Is
I
it
will
available in the chat?
I will
In the
I'll
chat?
share. Yeah, it's in the chat right
It's
now.
in the chat,
If
yeah.
you join my WhatsApp, I can share it on the WhatsApp group also.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
I'll
I'm
join your
already in the
WhatsApp, so
WhatsApp
you
group.
can
Thank
share there
you.
so that we can
I've also joined the Facebook. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That was an awesome session. Thank you so much for this, Medha. Really worthy.
Any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay, so shall we end this session here?
Yeah, let us give you our feedback. I think you should take our feedback. You can't end without our feedback.
Oh, you
No,
asked us
I-
to like it. You asked
Very,
us to like it.
very calm and poised session. So nice. And your experiences, your journey was very interesting. And that gave us a lot of insights. And I also was wondering whether your son will be disturbing you in between, so that would have been much more lovely, as a matter of fact, because this is a parenting session and would have been much more natural, because your son used to come and play with you when you were on the session. So I mean, unfortunately, he did not come.
He's actually watching it. He's with my husband watching the session.
Okay. Okay.
Watching mommy.
Nice. You know, I mean, your insights are very good and very simple and easy to follow. And as a matter of fact, all parents know all this. It's not that parents don't know, but the point is, though we are aware, we don't think about it, and we don't act on it in a very structured way, because we think we know, but then we don't follow all that has to be followed. So that way it has been an awareness session kind of, because I'm senior to you in that matter. So, and then there is also, I'm also able to understand the challenges which most parents face, and which I have also faced. And then, I think because of what I have learned and understood during this session, I'm sure, now I feel that I can be an even better parent. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Medha, I think in addition to your suggestions, I think you should stress more on helping parents develop patience and persistence. I think that is what is more lacking, because everyone knows the solutions. The only thing is they try it once, twice, not the third time. They have no patience. So that is the most important thing they should focus on. I mean, any parent, to develop the patience and the persistence to continue in whatever
And
they are trying.
need practice for it.
Yes, practice. That's what everything is the same.
The 4
Yes.
P's. That is
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, I forgot the fourth P. I remember as planning, patience, and persistence. It's practice.
That's it. That is
That's
true.
very important, because everyone knows the strategies. They don't realize they have to do it every time. I mean, they forget only once or twice. Doesn't work. It has to be done every time, and as many times as possible to develop a habit. It becomes a routine then after that.
The implementation is where everybody lacks.
Yes.
Correct.
It applies in
from what,
everything.
Thank you.
and from what I gather from what you said, I'll put it in just 2 words: love and patience.
Yeah.
Yes. Patience is the key to everything.
Yes.
All problems you need patience to solve.
That's what is lacking the most nowadays. That is why everything, all the problems arise. That's all.
That is true.
And
So
I
it's very good
must add,
presentation.
Sorry?
I must add, Medha, that your own son has made you wonderful parenting coach.
Yes. He's my guinea pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try everything on him. If it works on him, it will work.
So
Yes.
It was a good
thanks,
session, very
thanks to your son.
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share something? Please silence.
I think, Medha, you had a really good session to whatever we've gone through in our lives,
Yes.
to the place right now where you are. I think mom's also watching the same session right now, and she's super proud of you. So all the best, and it was great.
Thank you. That was my husband.
Yeah, I guess so. And that's the best appreciation you can get, actually.
Yes.
Can we
All
get
right.
your son's reaction
Ask
Yes.
him.
to your session?
Yes.
Please. My son is with my husband. Okay. There.
You want to say hi to them?
And did you like the session?
Yes.
Yeah, this is what we were waiting for.
I told him today if you come and disturb, then it would be his session. It wouldn't have been my session.
Okay.
He
So
would be the one talking.
he
I
sacrificed.
really liked the session. Awesome session. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very interactive. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. God bless you and your family abundantly. Thank you. Great,
Thanks so
great
much.
session.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Okay, I'm just going to stop
May you
recording.
reach your mission very soon, Medha.
Sorry?
And
Yeah.
may you achieve your mission very soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And with every hurdle, you will jump 10 steps ahead. Remember that. Okay?
Thank you.
So never step back, never look back. Keep rising.
Yes.
All the best. It was a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to stop recording this. One second.